Alright, I just did a Loki versus Loki against one of my friends online. Just 1v1, and I'm going to review the game. I am JThorpe24, and
Yeah.
my friend is playing as Azrael. So I'm going to watch from Azrael's perspective
Yeah.
and just see what's up, see what happened. So without further ado, let's play it. I'm gonna keep the Fog of War on so I see what my friend saw, and I'm gonna play it fast until stuff that's interesting shows up. And what if I can skip ahead or not? But so I like to just focus on food because I don't have much online experience, but I don't know how fast it is. But within the group that I play with, i.e. this one person, I usually just turbo food and turbo to a strong economy. So I wouldn't mess with like gold like he's doing here or the wood, but that's just me. I also don't rush. I think he might be trying to do a rush here or something. Because as you can see, yes, I have gathered about 200 more food than him, but he has gathered a bundle of these other resources. So we'll see how that goes. He's just gathering all his resources, which is cool. Let's look at the villager count. We're on par. You know, I've got a few more villagers, but he's got dwarves, and I know that I don't get dwarves. Each dwarf is worth like a person and a half, so he's really got like 19 villages, 20 villagers down. And it looks like he's pumping out a military, whereas if you go over to me with the units, I still have just the one Ulsvark, 26 villagers to his 21, my opponent's. Walling in, which I greatly approve of. If I was you, I would probably go up and take this gold mine while it's, you know, there's no risk of early being attacked, because knowing your opponent, knowing me, I'm not going to rush you very hard, so like this gold mine would be safe. And then I'd leave the one on my base. You have a look at this one. I'll also have this one back in your base. I would also do a lot more exploring, like with your Wolfspark and maybe these guys, just like explore the entire map, because I think a big piece of the getting advantage is having more pop cap. So you want more, whatever it's called, more town centers for more pop cap, because if, again, we're both playing Loki, so like our units are going to be equal, more or less, you know, depending on who's ahead in ages and improvements, but so at that point it's just, can you counter your opponent's units? You know, who's going to win the dice roll? I see you're doing some exploring. When I explore, I'm just going to pause right here. You can put your units on wide stance. I think he's just going to attack right here, but even just traveling the map, I would still put him on wide stance so you just find more, and then when you get to where you're going, maybe put him back to tight formation. But that's just me. That's what I would do. Just a little thing. Also, just I would explore the map more. But it looks like they're going to come in. Yep, I would not engage there. I would just explore the map. Again, seeing that it's all walled off, yeah, maybe probe, that's good, also awesome. At this point, I would retreat, because, I'm going to pause right here, if you're going to lose an engagement, it's just not worth it. Like, as soon as I saw the army coming, I would retreat, because if you're going to lose this engagement, all these resources you spent on these units are gone. Like, you don't get them back. Whereas me, winning the engagement, you know, I have more units than you. It's not going to be as heavy of a hit. It's like using a counter spell on, you know, a time warp or something. It's mana advantage. Like, so don't fight through the things you're going to lose. Also, this is huge. I had no idea this was happening. So that kind of sucked for me. I didn't know that he had the thing on. And he sends another one in. Again, I would explore the map, get these town centers. Like, you keep running by this town center. Instead of attacking and being aggressive, I would take this town center, right? You're clearly, take the town center, build some walls around it, establish this as a foothold, because currently you're at your pop cap. One town center would give you 15 more pop cap, 7 more units, 8 more units. I know because I played out the game that there's another town center over here that if you explored you would have found, and I think there's another one somewhere in this area. Again, you just stay through this engagement, you're going to lose resource advantage. Where are we right now in resources? I have gathered quite a bit more of everything besides gold. In the bank, I don't know, we're pretty even. We got average amount of resources, but I'm going to click on the loss. This is cool. You can see how much value you've lost in units. This is why I don't want to keep just losing engagements. I have a stronger economy, the blue player, stronger economy. And you're just throwing away resources in battle. Whereas you could have, blue player took this town center. You could have not engaged there, taken the town center. And had put it on me to take it away from you. You come over here and take this one. Sick. I would have also thrown up some walls. I don't think you do that. Just wall this off, maybe put a tower on it, and then wall this off and put a tower on it. But it looks like that's not going to be able to happen. But I'm going to go back to resources. Again, if you saw like exactly what I did there, like the engagement that happened here, I wasn't going to win that. Blue was not going to win, so I retreated. I didn't want to just throw those resources away. I saw that you had all the hammer trolls. Those were just going to completely destroy my units, so I yeeted myself out of there to not just throw away the resources. I don't want to be an observer over here. Yeah, that seems fine. Throwing away the resources. I activated this just to screw with your economy a little bit. I think it worked pretty well, as you can see. Right, for a little bit of time there was like nobody on each of these resources. That was all it was. It wasn't prepping for an attack. It was just screw over your economy for a little bit. But down here, again, you see, here's another big one. Here's a big one right here. Another example of just throwing away resources. Right, you killed my units. You killed my units. Amazing. Why are you still fighting here? Your infantry, none of these are siege units. You're just going to get annihilated. Yeah, cool. You withdrew. Excellent. I love that. But you didn't have to lose half of your throwing X-Men. I think you escaped with 5 of them, whereas you started with like 20 or something. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Looks like you lost the town center over here. Oh, another thing. I see we're getting close to the end. I wanted to mention this, but I forgot. Why was this never attacked? I think it's been here for a while, but you can see this. You have this god power. It's doing work. Throw me off gold. I'm looking at the resources right now. Obviously, you can't see this, but gold is a resource I am hurting for. If you just take these hammer trolls, because hammer trolls are killer against, any human unit. As soon as you see me come to this unprotected gold mine, which again I wanted to point it out when it happened, but I wasn't paying attention. As soon as you see me go to this unprotected gold mine, send over your hammer trolls. Maybe try and flank. Bring like 2 or 3 of them, or 4 of them even, around the back. Bring the other ones out to the front and just close in and destroy my economy. Because right now that is the resource I am hurting for. I am being a little ballsy. Going outside the base, unprotected. I know I'm kind of close to the walls, but if you sneak up on me with the hammer trolls. And one tactic for, raiding the villagers, right? Unless I'm watching it, I'm not going to know that I'm getting hit until you attack me. So what you could do is take the 7 hammer trolls even, walk right up on the gold mine, and then start attacking. That way you're in range, my units are in range for longer. You could line up here and start attacking, but then as soon as my guys step away, they're out of range. If you walk your trolls all the way up to the gold mine and start attacking, I'm definitely not going to be able to escape with as many because you'll be in range for longer. I'll play this end at regular speed. So what happens here? Right here, another kind of example of you shouldn't just throw your units away. At this point, I think it might just be a lost cause because I'm so ahead on pop cap. I'll pause here again. Blue has 180 total pop cap versus your 95. That is just an unwinnable battle almost. You know, I can have twice as many units as you. I also have about almost twice as many villagers. So let's continue this. Just see here, this engagement. If I was you, I would pull my axemen out, move my trolls away from the tower, and just let my trolls go to town on the axemen. And then here we see my Ullsparks coming in. As soon as I saw those, I would withdraw, run away, see if I can get my axemen to throw up a wall here, because all I have is ranged units. Get behind the wall and defend instead of sitting out and dying in this battle. But yeah. So after reviewing it, again, I would say the biggest things are don't just throw your resources away. If you're going to lose a battle, withdraw. You know, because again, I want to go and see what the end result is as far as lost resources. Yeah. Blue, I lost a fair amount of resources via, you know, combat stuff. You lost twice as much in gold, and then, you know, 400 food and 300 wood. So what's that? 1200, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 1800 resources just from, you know, combat discrepancy. Plus, like, you know, some favor and other stuff. But yeah, I killed this much value of your units. You only killed this much value of my units. So that's probably where the thing is. Also, take the ground. Take the pop cap. When we're tied, when all is even, you know, how many units you have is going to really shine. Also, this town center, no one claimed it. You just never explored this area. That's why I was saying, again, at the beginning, explore. Find the town centers. The pop cap, honestly, is just huge, especially if we're playing this mid-range type game. Take advantage of the situations, kill my guys, take me off my resources. That's where I think the, you know, discrepancies happened. You lost the value of your units when they died, you didn't take the ground, and you didn't take advantage of the opportunities such as screwing my gold economy. But I guess we can do the post game real quick. Boom, boom. No shocker there. The economy, again, this is huge. I can just, you know, blue can just pump out much more units, much more upgrades as far as armory upgrades and whatnot. So 1-4 will be stronger. So economy is huge. Military, whatever, we saw what happened there. You know, 69, nice. The economy powered me through the ages faster. Whatever. I want to check here at the civilian units. Again, you have dwarves. I didn't get any dwarves, but I'm sitting pretty here at 48. I can put 16 per resource, and you're sitting here at 34, which is 10 per resource. So I'm getting like 50% more, 11 per resource, 50% more. And then also settlements, right? These are huge. Each of these settlements is 15 population. Once you get the upgrade, it's like 20 pop per settlement. Once you get, there's an upgrade you can get in settlements, 20 pop. So I have an extra 20, 40, 20 because you tie me, and then at the end, 60 pop than you, or more. But that's it. I hope this is helpful. I don't know what else to say, but again, I just want to highlight the 180 versus 80 pop cap. So again, hope that was helpful. Look forward to playing again in the future.